I have been fascinated by the Grist Mill since I was in high school. I did a social studies project in grade 11 at Penn High, and I researched, what I was looking at was early settler relationships, and I came across a gentleman by the name of Barrington Price, and he was one of the first cattle barons, and he was quite well off, and he had purchased the Grist Mill and worked with the people of the Similkameen Valley and my ancestors from the Okanagan, and really was a promoter of fairness for our people during that era. And this is an era where, you know, where we had laws in place where we weren't allowed to gather in groups of more than 3. We weren't allowed to have potlatches. There was notices being sent to the government back and forth about us being, not being civilized. And Barrington Price was a gentleman. He always wanted families to do better. So the reason I chose the Grist Mill is because that's what I believe this show to be about. This show is about understanding one another, understanding Canada, understanding the First Peoples in Canada. We have non-First Nations and First Nations living here. Let's cook together. Let's find something out about each other, and let's talk about history, and let's talk about now, and let's just be real. And I think that's what all Canadians want. We want to get through the misunderstandings of First Nations people and us misunderstandings of the Europeans that came over and all the settlers. We want to enjoy what we have today, and the only way that we can get past some of the injustices and some of the problematic things that did exist is by having fun and talking about it, and of course eating. I mean, everything happens over a meal.